All right, so we've talked about how we can use Google Read and Write to turn our speech into writing, but now we're going to flip it and look at how we can turn writing on the computer, whether that's something that you've written or a website you're looking at, into speech. So this tool will read the information back to you. So let's say I'm doing some writing about how to take care of puppies. And I've found what I think is going to be a good article about what I need to know if I want to take care of a puppy. But today I would like this page to read me the information. I would like it to turn the words that are on the page into speech. So sometimes I can click the page that I would like to hear and I can click play. Sometimes that works. If that doesn't work, well, let's try here.
Food for Tiahuac puppies should be fed high-quality puppy food 3 to 4 times a day.
All right. So in this case, that works. I clicked play to start. If I want to pause, I'd like to continue listening to this page. I can hit pause. That's the 2 bars here. If I'm done, okay, I just needed one more fact. I've got my one fact. That's it. That's all I need to hear. Then I would hit stop and the highlighting will go away. So that's one way. If that doesn't work, I can also highlight what I would like to hear. So maybe I don't need to hear the whole page. I just would like to hear, this paragraph about food for puppies. Now you heard some of the words got a little bit garbled up. Sometimes that happens. It's not perfect, but it's a pretty neat tool. So I'm going to try again. Click play.
Food for Tiahuac puppies should be fed high-quality puppy food 3 to 4 times a day.
I'm going to pause. Okay, so puppies need to be fed 3 or 4 times a day. That sounds important. I'm going to go turn my read and write on here. Purple puzzle piece, click once. I'm going to have that information come up on my screen. Caring for puppies. New line. New line. Puppies should be fed 3 to 4 times a day, period. Okay, I can sort out the formatting in that mistake here. It wrote new line instead of putting me on a new line. Okay, now back, let's see what else I can find. Okay, so I've paused. Now, how do I get it to play again? I don't have a play button. Just hit pause.
Months old, they can be fed twice daily. At around 1 year of age, gradually switch to high-quality adult food.
Okay, so as puppies get older, it sounds like I don't need to feed them as often. Okay, I'm going to go back to my page and include that. Turn on speech to text again. As puppies get older, they only need to be fed 2 times a day, period. When a puppy is a year old, they can switch to eating adult food, period. Okay, now, I want to make sure that what's been typed for me on this document is what I wanted it to say. It's doing the best job that it can, but it's not perfect. So just like I did on this page, getting it to read the information to me, I'm going to stop that. I don't want any more information. I'm going to go back to my Google Doc and I'm going to press the same button. So if I click play here,
when a puppy is a year old, they can switch to eating adult food.
Now you notice it just read the last sentence, and that's because my cursor, this blinking thing right here, was at the end. If I want it to read the whole thing, I need to put it at the beginning. Wherever I put my cursor, that's where it will start. So I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to try again. Now my cursor's at the beginning. Click play.
Caring for puppies. Caring for puppies. Puppies should be fed 3 to 4 times a day. As puppies get older, they only need to be fed 2 times a day. When a puppy is a year old, they can switch to eating adult food.
Okay, so that sounded pretty good, but I noticed because I had it read it back to me that I wanted it to say puppies should be fed 3 to 4 times a day, but it missed it. It said puppies. So now I can go back. I can either type it in or I can try and say it again. Puppies. There we go, got it this time. So those are 2 more ways I can use Google Read and Write, and this time to turn the text into speech. This is also a really good tool in editing your writing. Sometimes when we've written something, even if we read it over and over and over again, we're not going to catch mistakes because we think we know what it says. So just like in the last video, I noticed after I heard it back that I'd made a mistake. That often happens when we have a program like this read our writing back to us. So that's a great tool to use in editing as well.